We are going to get started. Okay, cool. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And let's go to the top here. Perfect. Oh, I should mute the lines first before we go any farther. I'm just going to mute everybody's line. Let's see if I can get Chelsea's there. Hey, Chelsea, are you able to mute your line, love? For some reason, I can't mute yours. Oh, perfect. Thanks so much. And I'll mute you, Suki. Awesome. There we go. Perfect. Hey, guys. I'm so glad that you guys are here. This is so exciting. Oh, there's Natasha. Sweet. Yay. Hey, girl. Okay, so just mute your lines if you can, if you hop onto the call, and we're going to get started. So thank you so much for taking the time to jump on this call tonight. I am so honored and privileged to have you here. I know that time is precious, and I know that we only have so much of it. And so it's really, really cool that you're using these next few minutes of your life to be able to hear about an incredible opportunity that not only changed my life, but quite a few people on this call that are actually going to share their stories tonight. It's dramatically changed their life as well. And the platform that we're using to be able to change our health and our wellness is called Isagenix. It's an incredible company that has an incredibly big heart. And I'm just going to meet the new people that are jumping on the calls lines. If you're jumping on just right now, just if you can mute your lines, that would be fantastic. So the vision of Isagenix, their whole plan, their whole purpose for why they're even in existence is that they want to free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. So most people, if you think about any regular businesses out there, most people get started and they're saying, hey, we have this incredible product. Now we want to sell it so we can make a ton of money and be a really, really big, successful company. But Isagenix has actually done the complete opposite, and that's why I get so passionate about this company, is the fact that their first goal was to help people get out of physical and financial pain. And so they created these incredible products to do just that, and to have people's problems have a solution and be able to get through life just with incredible design. So we're going to be talking about today two really, really cool things. The first thing we're going to be talking about are the products. And then the second thing we're going to be talking about is the opportunity. If you want to look at this to get out of financial pain, we're definitely going to be talking about how to build your incredible life, how you guys get to choose how you live your life, how you guys get to choose how the time you spend it. And David is going to show you how to build an incredible body. So he is our guest speaker today, and I'm so excited to introduce him in just a few minutes. But we're just going to go into a little disclaimer before we get started. Now, don't get worried about this. All we're going to talk about is the fact that you're going to see some incredible people on this call. You're going to see some incredible models, and none of them are professionals. These are all models that are Isagenix customers. So they're beautiful people. They're willing to share their pictures with us, and I'm so excited to show you their before and afters. The other thing we're going to talk about is the food. These products we're talking about today, they're just food. So they're not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any diseases or illnesses. But what the crazy thing is that when you put superfood that's organic, from the best environment in your body is going to thrive. It's just going to feel so vibrant, and you're going to be able to accomplish so many incredible things because of that. So the last thing is we're going to talk about some financial numbers. And just as you guys know, whatever you put into, like if you're working at something, how much work you put into something, if you're chopping firewood, you're going to chop a pile of firewood, no matter how much work you put in, that's going to be the amount of firewood you're going to get out of that, right? The same thing with the products. If you put the products in your body and you follow the way that the system is designed, you're going to get incredible results, and they're guaranteed or money back, you guys. So just keep those things in mind as we go through these next few slides. Isagenix is an incredible company that's built on integrity, and because of that, they have had all of these countries open up their doors to us to be able to come in, to bring our products, and to bring this incredible financial opportunity to the people that are needing it in these countries. And so we have, as you can just see, all of the different flags. So we've got Malaysia and Singapore. We've got South Korea just opened up. We've got Ireland and Scotland and the UK and the Netherlands. And, there's so many opportunities. So keep that in mind, you guys. I always show the flags at the beginning of every call, because you might not know people in the country that you're living in right now, which was my case. I didn't know anybody in Thailand when I first got started, but I knew people in the Netherlands. I knew people in Canada. I knew people in the US. And because I knew that, I could help other people with their goals as well, living in those countries. So just keep that in mind as we go through these slides. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a few different platforms. So the first one is weight loss. So I'm going to share my story about how this company and this product has changed my life through the weight loss platform. We've also got energy, performance, which is what David is going to be talking about. We've got healthy aging, and then financial well-being, which is what I'm going to be talking about in the end of this call. So you can just see the billions of dollars that are going into each one of these problems that people are having throughout the world. And just Isagenix got note of that, and they're like, you know what, we can really, really help in these 5 ways. In North America, this is actually a little bit of an outdated slide now. It's over 70% of North Americans are considered overweight. Keep that in mind. Well, we're talking about these products. They, however, are not a weight loss system. We have systems that are going to help you with those side effects. So the side effects will be weight loss, but this is a nutritional, nourishing, and cleansing system. And so it's really, really cool how it works. And I'm going to describe that in a little bit. So like I said earlier, just the disclaimer, these are not professional models. We've got Rachel Phillips, who got into this for weight loss, and you can see her before picture at the top. We have Anna Richards, who started for energy, and you can see her before picture at the top as well. Matthew Ferguson, he's a professional athlete. So if you know anybody that's an athlete, or maybe you are an athlete, all of these products are proven safe for any athletes, and he uses them to have better performance in his game. And then we've got Robin Cotton, who is a grandmother, and she just wanted better health for herself, better skin, and to be able to chase her grandchildren around. So how cool is that, you guys? We've got solutions for everybody. Isagenix products, because they are so, so, so good, they wanted to prove how good they were for everybody that was out there and maybe feeling a bit skeptical. And so what they did is they took all of our products and they put them up against what's called the Heart Healthy Diet. So a lot of people will go to a doctor's office and they'll say, oh, I'm not feeling well, and blah, blah, blah. And a doctor is going to put them on the Heart Healthy Diet. And so what they decided to do at the University of Illinois in Chicago was to test our products against the Heart Healthy Diet. And these are the findings. We had 56% more weight loss with Isagenix, 47% more fat loss with Isagenix, and twice as much visceral fat. You guys, that is so crazy. If you've never heard of what visceral fat is, that is the really dangerous fat that surrounds our liver and our kidneys and our organs. And when that happens, it can be very, very dangerous. So you might look very thin on the outside, but your organs, and they even did a study on this with models, is they were finding that even though the models were very thin and they looked healthy on the outside and the inside, their organs were surrounded with visceral fat because they weren't putting the proper nutrition into their bodies. So I just thought that was so cool. The products tonight that we're talking about are all backed by science. So we've just shown you that we've actually got reports that they've done this in a study in the university, but we've also got a team of people, professionals, that have actually come to our company and said, hey, we've got these great ideas, we've got this great science, we've won Nobel Prizes, and we want to partner with you because we see your passion to help other people. So we have over 200 years of combined experience with nutritionists and dietitians and food scientists, biochemists. You see toxologists at the bottom. And when I first saw that, I was like, why is there toxologists when we're talking about food? And I'm going to tell you why. So Isagenix products have a no compromise guarantee. What that means, and what people are like, well, does that just mean if they don't work, I get my money back? Yes. On top of that, but Isagenix actually is a third-party tested company. So all of our products go through stringent testings, and if they find any heavy metals, any pesticides, any hormones, any toxins, any antibiotics in any of our products, Isagenix will not use those raw materials to put into these products. And I think that's pretty fantastic because I've gone through different types of eating regimes, different types of diets to try to find a solution for my own body. And I would buy these organic products, and later I'd watch a program that says, actually, these products aren't as organic as you think they are. The FDA may pass them as organic, but they actually still have traces of heavy metals and pesticides in them. And so when I went to a conference and actually listened about these products, because I was pretty skeptical when I first got started with Isagenix, I was like, I hear all these good things, but like, what is the actual science behind it? And when they told me that they would not use any products that were tainted in any way, that really got me excited, because they said that the other 3 companies that are in comparison with Isagenix doing a meal replacement system, were actually taking those contaminated products and putting them in their own for a lesser cost to the customer. And that really shook me, because I thought, you know what, that's pretty scary. They're still calling that organic, or they're still calling that ethically farmed or healthy, and those products are harming people. So I was really, really, really excited to know that Isagenix has that no compromise. So next up, we have David here, and I am so excited, because this whole call is about how to get the body that you're wanting, how to get these incredible results. And David is going to jump on right now and just share his story. So David, do you want to unmute your line?
Okay, here I am looking pretty chubby. I was first introduced to the products back in August 2016. I had met a guy climbing an active volcano in Indonesia, Lombok, Indonesia, and I followed him on social media for a number of months, and I finally reached out to him and asked him what exactly it was that he was doing. I had always been able to stay in good shape, but as I got older, the pounds started to creep on, and as much as I kept continuing to go to the gym, I was having more and more trouble getting those pounds to come off. Now, what my friend Jono did is he sent me a podcast by a doctor by the name of Dr. Paul Beyondich, Dr. Paul trains fighters in MMA. He trains NHL players, football players, and there's 2 things that stuck out for me in Dr. Paul's podcast. One was intermittent fasting, and the other was Undenatured Whey. Now, the thing about intermittent fasting that fascinated me was when you intermittent fast, after 24 hours, your growth hormone levels can spike by as much as 1,000%. Whoa. And if you do it for 48 hours, that can be as much as 2,000%. Now, what growth hormone does in the system is it shreds fat and it protects lean muscle at the same time. As far as I was concerned, that was the fountain of youth. And then when he talked about this Undenatured Whey, I had never really heard of it before, but I've been using products, I don't know, for a number of years. I mean, it might be hard to believe, but I've been going to the gym or using weights for 35 years. My parents bought me weights when I was 12 years old. I mean, that's longer than Trina's been on Earth. So basically, the way he explained Undenatured Whey is, unlike what we do here in North America, they don't bring it to a boiling point. It's just, it's sifted through filters at a low heat. And what happens is all the immune stimulating factors stay in place. Now, me growing up on a farm, that made a lot of sense to me. We drank our milk straight from the tank. I mean, it didn't go off to be pasteurized or anything. And I tell you, I was the toughest kid on the block. Didn't matter my age, my brother who was a year older, or the boys that were 2 years older than that. Nobody could handle me. And I think I attribute a lot to that milk that I was drinking every single day. So anyway, I got started on the products in, I think, around the 1st of September 2016. I started with the protein shakes. I would eat about every 3 hours, 5 meals a day, and I implemented 2 shakes per day. Now, these shakes are about 240 calories when most of my meals were between 400 and 600 calories. So already I'm ingesting less calories, but my nutritional value is actually higher, my nutritional profile. Yeah. You have choices of intermittent fasting. Either you can do 24-hour intermittent fast or you can do 48. I chose 48 just because of that growth hormone spike. Now, I didn't read the contents properly or the instructions, and I assumed that you were to do a 48-hour cleanse every week, which I did. It didn't seem to hurt me much, but what you can see what the results were. I mean, my power to weight ratio is totally different. The way I look here and the way I look in the other pictures is totally different, but my weight is actually pretty much the same. Now, this is 5 months difference. I think I'm about 188 pounds where I was 182 pounds there. So my weight maintained was basically the same for the first 3 months. And then I start to see bits of difference.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. And I attribute it to the intermittent fasting. I mean, these products are incredible. I was, sorry, yeah, that's me. That's me about 5 months later. Probably about 10 pounds of lean muscle, and I don't know how much fat I would have dropped. Maybe about the same amount. But yeah, for me, it was a huge difference.
It's incredible, David. Like, your story is amazing. If you can just see, you know, the muscle definition that you have already, you can see that you're working out in the first one. And that's what a lot of people struggle with, is that, you know, they'll go to the gym and they think they're eating clean and they think they're doing all the right stuff, and they're weighing their protein and they're weighing their vegetables and they're eating organically and they're doing all the right things, or what they think are the right things. But, you know, in our society, we're just not getting the nutrients that we need in our food anymore. And you can just see this incredible machine. Like, look at your body. It's amazing what something that you didn't change, like, was your workouts. You were still doing the same workouts, but you changed something in your health that is giving you everything that your body was needing to absorb and to ingest. And this is just like, you can just see, like, and how much, what was the difference, did you say, between the first picture and the second picture?
Only a difference of 5 pounds.
And but a difference in time, like, how many months was that?
That was 5 months.
Oops, sorry.
That was 5 months. Now,
5 months. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. I think so. For someone my age to gain that much lean muscle in that short a period of time, for anybody that's in the bodybuilding industry, I mean, 10 pounds in 1 year would be incredible. And for me to do that in 5 months,
yeah,
I attribute it all to that Undenatured Whey protein.
I'm just gonna mute somebody's line that's just jumped on.
Yeah, sounds like the baby in the background.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from, actually. Looks like everybody's lines are muted now. So, oh well. Yeah, that's awesome. So, David, do you want to share about the products and about how you followed the system and how it worked for you?
Sure. Yeah, we'll start with our Isoline shakes. Now, this is not your typical meal replacement shake. Our whey protein comes from New Zealand, grass-fed livestock.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm on a dairy farm in New Zealand, you guys. So if you're wondering where these cattle are coming from, they are coming from right outside this house. They're right there in the field. So I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are out in the back. So yeah, cool. Hey.
Wow, nice. When you're looking for a meal replacement shake, the most important ingredient you want to look for in your shake are free-floating amino acids, your BCAAs. Now, there's 3 you want to look for: your leucine, your isoleucine, and your valine, which are your basic building blocks for life. Where do you find these most abundantly? You find them in New Zealand grass-fed whey. And another good thing about New Zealand grass-fed whey, or New Zealand cows, is you cannot inject New Zealand cows with hormones, with antibodies. You cannot spray their pastures with pesticides or herbicides. Unlike in North America, where our milk is brought to a boiling point in a process that we call pasteurization. And what this does is it kills a bad bacteria, but it kills anything that's really biologically active. Isogenics use Undenatured Whey protein that's sifted through a fine mixture and filters at low heat. So like I said before, that all your immune system stay in place. Minerals, your vitamins, and your good bacteria. Our Isoline shakes come with 24 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbohydrates, 8 grams of dietary fiber, 6 grams of your good fats, digestive enzymes, probiotics, and 21 different minerals and vitamins. You can move out. Do we have all our shakes here?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Pro Shake next?
Oh, sure, yeah. We also have Isoline Pro. And our Isoline Pro It's a 60-40 split. It's 36 grams of protein with 21 grams of carbohydrates. You got your 6 grams of dietary fiber and your good fats as well. Now, I use the Pro, not in my morning shake or something, but if I go to the gym, I'll throw a scoop of this in with my Isoline Pro post-workout, just because your body's able to absorb more protein after a gym workout. Your receptors are more sensitive, and you can ingest, I think, upwards to close to 50 grams of protein per sitting, as opposed to 24 to 30 just normally throughout the day. So Isoline Pro is great for gaining extra muscle. We also have an Isopro, which Isopro only has 2 grams of carbohydrates in it, which is great for people that are keto friendly or on a low carbohydrate diet. And you can also add it to something you call a bulletproof coffee. I like to add it to my coffee in the morning. It gives me an extra 18 grams of protein, which is ideal. Then we have our Isoline dairy-free shakes. These are nutrient-dense meal replacement shakes as well that'll keep you satisfied for up to 3 hours. They're designed for maximum nutrition and with the minimum amount of calories. They also come with 24 grams of protein that's derived from whole grain brown rice, pea protein, which is on par with egg or whey protein. And they're perfect for anybody that's with any potential dairy allergies or any intestinal issues. And that's our shakes. Cleanse for Life. I love this stuff. This is what I use on my intermittent fasting days. It's a plant-based drink derived from the heart of the aloe vera plant. It's rich in botanicals like aloe vera, turmeric, and ashwagandha, which help rev up your detoxification process. It's full of trace minerals that provide a pathway to deliver toxins out of your system, as well as delivering nutrients into your cells. You can move on to the next one. Ionic Supreme. Ionic Supreme, this is a really special product. It's full of adaptogenic herbs that have been proven to control cortisol. Cortisol is the bad hormone. It's the opposite of your growth hormone. It's your stress hormone. It's a very destructive hormone which can delay your repair, growth, and recovery. Now, this Isogenics or Ionic Supreme is proven to enhance mental and physical performance as well. You can move on to the next slide, please, Trina. E-shots. E-shots are a combination of naturally sourced plant-based protein and adaptogens. And again, that word adaptogens came up. Adaptogens are herbs that are derived from plants that are grown in very stressful environments, like very hot or very cold places. They were first discovered by the Russians, looking to demonstrate their superiority over the Americans in the space race and in the sports during the Cold War. I remember this clearly as a child. The assumption had always been that the Russians were using performance-enhancing drugs. Now, the difference between the Russian space program and the U.S. Space program is the U.S. would send their fittest athletes into space, but the Russians would send their brightest. These adaptogens that are in our Ionic Supreme and in our E+ shots allowed the Russians to qualify astronauts who would normally not be able to endure space sickness, the gravitational issues and stresses associated with space travel. It gave them a massive edge over the athletes in the Western world.
Sorry,
also like, yeah, that's okay. Our E-shots, like, not also do they have the adaptogens, but they have there's caffeine in there that's sourced from natural sources. I think, what is it?
It's yerba mate and green tea.
Yerba mate, yeah,
and they also have the adaptogens in them as well. Yeah. Do you use these in your workout, David?
You know what? I used to go to the gym at 9 p.m. at night. I'd ride the bike early in the morning on an empty stomach. It's called training on your gut. So I think it's the best way to trim up. But at night, I'd go to the gym, and I'd like to go on an empty stomach as well. But I'd take one of those when I was there. I wouldn't down it, but I'd sip on it throughout the evening. And I would end up staying there for about 3 hours. And my energy level wouldn't dissipate whatsoever. And that's part of the reason why I get into the shape I did. I mean, my first 3 months, I wasn't close to the gym, so I did a lot of running on the beach, did lots of chin-ups, that sort of thing. But when I did get to the gym, that was last 2 months, I think that's when I gained most of my muscle. And I used one of those every single day.
Wow.
Complete Essentials with Isogenesis. These come in they're a very convenient AM and PM pack. You can kind of see them there, which are effective for giving you certain doses throughout the day. They contain minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants for complete daily nutrition. They have omega-3 fatty acids for a healthy brain and heart function, as well as telomere supporting nutrients. I'll talk about more about telomeres here in a second, but I think, Isogenesis. You can get our essentials with or without Isogenesis. I just get the Complete Essentials with, or you can take them separate, the Isogenesis separately like this. Now, Isogenesis is based on Nobel Prize winning research. We age because our cells divide and our telomeres get shorter. Telomeres are long receptive sequences of DNA at the end of our chromosomes or DNA. If you see that little symbol down close to the bottom, it looks like a shoelace, which is the DNA strand. At the very ends of each strand, it's like the plastic on your shoelace. So when your cells divide, those get shorter and shorter, and that is basically how you age. When the cell divides, the genetic material inside the cell needs to be copied. Every time this happens, the enzymes that replicate a strand of DNA are not able to continue replicating all the way to the end, and this causes a loss of DNA where the telomeres are. As they get shorter, we begin to experience the effects of aging, loss of muscle, failing memory, poor eyesight, lack of energy, slow recovery after exercise. This product B, or Isogenesis, helps slow that process. It's dynamite stuff. Isoline Pro, I think I've covered that.
Yeah.
Oh, our AMP series.
You want to talk about how you use these products, David? Because that would be so helpful for somebody who's maybe never worked out in the gym, or are looking to start working out, or looking to start really building muscle or a healthy body in the gym. Would you, do you want to talk about how you use each one of these products and how they work?
Sure. The AMP Power is a pre-workout supplement. It's designed to help you increase your physical performance. Your muscles basically need energy and oxygen to push the limits of your workout. And the creatine and AMP Power helps increase performance, power, and strength, while there's something called nitrosamine and citrulline help deliver nutrients and oxygen to your working muscles. This power can also use as a functional drink throughout the day. We also have another pre-workout, which is called AMPS Nitro. They both have nutritionally. They both have the nutritionally and nitrosamine and citrulline and creatine, but the Nitro has 3 times as much nitrosamine, and it has about 100 milligrams of caffeine, so you don't really want to be taking it at night. Also, our creatine is sourced. It's actually called CreaPure, which is the safest and strongest form of creatine on the market. There's also AMP Recover, which is a post-workout supplement. It's full of your BCAAs, your leucine, isoleucine, and valine as well. So that's really important. You can take that during your workout, after your workout, or you can actually even take it between meals. I mean, your body doesn't really have a storage facility for protein. It can store fat and it can store carbohydrates, but it's unable to store protein. So something like that, you can take that all throughout the day. I've never really used Nox. I know I've given it to my sister before. I actually, when I first got involved with Isogenesis, I had some samples, and my sister was hungover. So I gave one of those to her, and 20 minutes later, she was feeling fantastic.
Awesome. I hear that a lot of people use the AMP Nox to train harder and longer with like marathons. So if you're somebody that is, a marathon runner, you can easily slip some of those little bottles into your pack, and it's totally fine. They're not going to be, you know, illegal, or you're not, you know, going to get you're going to get an extra step up from everybody that doesn't have a Nox, but they're incredible for just like being able to slip into your gym bag or take with you when you're doing your weights or something like that, just to be able to get, like you were saying, you were in the gym for 3 hours. So something like Nox would just be able to help you train longer and harder, but you know, or the e-shots if that's something that you're looking for. So how would you use the Nitro, David? Like, is that like a pre-workout for you?
Nitro, definitely. I would take that earlier on than in the day. Or like if you took that before a workout and you spent a few hours in the gym, it would be definitely worn off afterwards. But if caffeine has a tendency to keep you awake, I would stay away from it late at night and use more like the Antipower.
Right. Awesome. And how do you use the Recover? Like, how does that work for you? Do you take it directly after your workout, or
right after my workout? I'll put it in my post-workout shake.
Okay. So you'll have it sort of after your workout. And so that'll help with like soreness of muscles and rebuilding
it's
the
great
muscles.
It's fantastic for recovery. That's what the branched chain amino acids will do.
That's awesome.
That's your growth.
That's great. Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and talking about the products. Because I mean, I just love the fact that tonight's call is all about how to gym, how to use these products to get to your ideal body. And thank you so much for sharing about how you built your body on these products. Like, it's just amazing, David, like your success. And I just want to go back to your before and after pictures, because some people jumped on the call tonight and they didn't get to see your before pictures or your after pictures. And so David has just built this incredible machine body on these products, you guys, which is he's done in a very few short months. He's added 10 kgs of extra muscle onto his body. And he's just shared about how these products have done it. So now I'm going to share with you guys my story about how I did this with a different focus in mind. So for me, I am not much of a gymmer. I don't work out in the gym much. I am learning to. I'm learning to like it, but I used to come from a farm, so when I would need to work out, I would go chop firewood, or I would go and lift some bales of hay or move some feed sacks or something like that. And so I guess in one way or another, it was still working out, just with the different items and different way. And when I got introduced to the products, this was about 4 months ago. I'm just about finished my IsaBody challenge, which I'm going to talk to you guys about really quickly. And it's about a 16-week program where you are surrounded with the most encouraging people to keep you on track and to keep your goals right in front of you so that you can reach them. So when I got started this about 4 months ago, I was in Thailand. I was feeling pretty hopeless. I had done a lot of the things that were talked about on social media, the keto diet, the high carb, low fat diet, the Freely, the Banana Girl diet. I had tried literally everything. And for some reason, no matter what I would do, like I was a very active kid. I was always in sports. I was in baseball. I was in swimming. I was in horse riding. I was in competition, in rodeo. And for some reason, I just kept gaining weight all throughout my childhood. So I started out as a normal child, but I got sick with pneumonia really, really badly right when I was born. And every single year after that, I would have pneumonia every single winter, and they would give me huge doses of antibiotics. And I didn't realize this until I was in my 20s, that antibiotics really damage your digestive tract, and it actually wipes out all of the good bacteria. And if you don't have the good bacteria, your body can't absorb the nutrients that you need. So it technically thinks it's starving, and then it'll store any nutrients that you put in your body as fat because it doesn't know how to break it down properly. And so it took me a long time to figure that out. It took me thousands of dollars at naturopaths offices with no answers. I was poked and prodded by needles, just no result. People thought I had celiac disease, Crohn's, IBS, all different types of problems, but nobody could really give me a solution. And 4 months ago, I called up my girlfriend, Aston. I think she's on the call still, unless she popped out with her son, who's just a little guy. And she told me, she said, listen, I've just lost all my baby weight with this incredible system. It's really helped me to get my good vibrations back, my good energy back. She was really feeling burnt out and really stressed out. And all of these products, like the Ionix that we talked about, the e-shots that we talked about earlier, were just a lifesaver for her as a new mom. And so she shared her story with me, and I said, okay, like, I'm going to be 32 at the end of this month, and I have to do something different to get a different result because what I'm doing is just not working. And I was on strict ketogenic diet and in boot camp training every second day. And on the days off, I walked. Like, I was working hard, and I still surfed. I love to surf, but I just was not seeing those results until I started putting these products in my body, and I started getting incredible results straight out the gate. 6 days in, I was down 8.5 pounds and 8.5 inches on my waist. 60 days in, I was down 25.5 pounds. I had lost so many inches on my body that all my clothes were falling off of me, and I needed to get new clothes. And now, just 4 months in, I am in my coach's clothes. She's actually giving me some of her hand-me-downs. Gabby's clothes are now fitting me, which is crazy, because she is just like an ideal shape that I would love to be. And it's incredible. So I'm actually wearing her shirt right now because my own tops are too big for me. But this is the back shot, you guys. And you can just see the difference. You can see how these products, and literally, I'm going to be so honest with you. When I was just starting these products, I was really stressed out. I came out from a terrible job in Canada. I'm a traveling missionary. I travel all around the world. But I had to go back home after being away in Africa and Brazil and Barbados for over a year. And then I came back home because I was out of money. And so I decided to get a job and work. And I have training. I've training as a medic. I worked for National Defense Canada, and I was a fashion designer. But when you give up your life to go into the mission field, you never know when you're going to get called to go away again. And I couldn't take on those high-profile jobs because I never knew when I was going to get called. And I didn't want to be a person that would say that I was going to be there for 2 years just to get a job, to only leave 5 months later. I felt really guilty about that. And so when I got started on the products, I really needed something to also give me a good income. So not only have these products like totally radically changed my life, but because I was so stressed out, I never went into the gym. I never worked out. I was always just walking. And I've done this all just with really, really low energy things like walking or paddling out for a surf or something like that. And yes, surfing is a little bit different. Most people would think, well, that's really hard work. But for me, I ride a longboard, and it's a little bit different. It's more relaxing, and I swam. And so, if you're thinking, oh, I can't bust my butt in the gym like David and get these crazy 3-hour workouts in, I was able to get these results just in a few short months because of just the products working and following the system the way they were designed to be used. So whatever your goals are, whatever shape you guys are, whatever age you are, it doesn't really matter. These products work for literally anybody. And, whether you want to put on muscle or whether you want to lose it, or whether you want to gain some weight because you just want a bigger bum or whatever, like depending on whatever your goals are, it doesn't matter where you come from, what ethnicity. These products are designed to work for everyone. It is not a weight loss system. It's a nutritional cleansing system. It takes the toxins out, like David talked about, and nourishes your body. And as a side effect, you get this incredible machine for a body, and that should never, ever hold you back. So I want to talk to you guys about this incredible opportunity. David talked about tonight about how he's able to transform his body with these incredible products. And I'm going to talk about how you can transform your life and how you can design your life the way you want it to be. So these are just a couple of the packs that we say are probably some of the most popular packs. So we call it the 30-day system, which is a really good system. You're able to get that for $9 American a day, or $10. $10. Sorry, the dog's trying to get it stick off the counter. $10 a day. And if you think that that's too much, I really want you to sit down, write out how much you're spending on coffees, write out how much you're eating out a week, write out how much your grocery bill is. This is not added onto your regular bill, you guys. This is take all of your bills, put them all together, write out your budget, divide that by 3. And that's what you divided by 3. And that meal, that dollar meal, break that down to $5. If you can't afford $5 per meal or $4 per meal, you guys, this system is designed to be affordable for everyone. Now, the one system that I always get everybody started on is the weight loss value system. I'm just going to move my camera out of the way. And I see that there's some questions in the chat, so I will get to those right after the call. Let me just see if I can move this. So this system here is $21 a day, and it's an incredible system. I started on that because I wanted to be able to have, sorry, I don't know what just happened with my slides there. Just one sec. There we go. I started with that system because I said to myself, you know what? If I want results for my birthday at the end of this month, I need a system that's going to get me there. So I was like, screw it. I'm either going to go big or go home. So I went with the bigger pack. And you guys, I am just like a walking representation of how these products work. Like for real, I've gotten incredible results and my body feels incredible. I sleep amazing. I have incredible energy. I get up in the morning and I'm just like so excited with life and where it's going to take me next. So I want you guys to think about, if you're sitting there thinking like, there is no way I can afford that pack. There's no way. I'm so excited that you're here. If you're saying that you can't afford these products and you're on this call right now, I am so excited that you're here because I'm going to show you not only how you can pay for your pack, but how you can possibly pay for your car payment and your house payment and your mortgage and all of the clothes that you've ever wanted, or a trip that you want to take your family on, or a medical thing that you need to pay for a family member. Whatever your why is, I want you to hold on to that tight, and I want you to think about that as I'm telling you how you can actually get these products not only paid for, but how you can create an incredible life for yourself where you will never have to return to another job again. So when you get started on this pack, if you were just like, that's all great, Trina, I love my job, I'm just here for the products, awesome. We're going to get you an incredible discount. It's 25% off. We're going to give you an incredible opportunity for you guys to save some money every single time you order your products, and you're going to be called a preferred customer. But if you thought, you know what, I can't pay for my pack, and I definitely am interested in what you're talking about, I'm going to show you how this is going to work, okay? It's called You Share, They Share, Repeat. So like David is sharing with some people that he's brought on the call tonight, let's just put you right into that spot. So Karen, is it okay if we use you for an example tonight? I'm going to unmute your line really quick, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions, okay? So Karen, can you think of 2 people that would ever want to get started on this system, or that could need this system for their life? Any 2 people?
Oh, yes.
What are their names, love?
Nicholas.
Yep.
And Maribel.
Perfect. Those are a boy and a girl, and we have a boy and a girl picture on the screen, so that's awesome. So you're going to talk to Maribel, and you're going to say, Maribel, I am so excited that I'm going to be able to use these products and have the best health of my life. And I just wanted to share that I'm going to get started on this health and wellness journey. And she goes, you know what? That sounds really great. I want to do that too. And so, and you said the other guy's name was what? Sorry?
Nicholas.
Nicholas. So you're going to talk to Nicholas, and you're going to share what you're doing, and he wants to get started as well. So when you get those 2 people started, and let's just use the premium pack, for example, because that's what I got started on, and that's the best results. Like I tell you, you cannot fail. You get chocolates, you get crisp, you get bars, you get everything that you could possibly crave to fall off the wagon in that pack, and you'll just get the best success. So when you do that and you introduce it to your 2 friends and they want to get started as well, you're going to make $110 for David and $110 for Mary Beth. Did I say that right? Was it David or?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, sorry. David's over here. Nicholas and Mary Bell. So each one you're going to get $110. Now, if you decide that you were so excited about this and you want to do that in 1 week, Isagenix is going to double the bonus that they're going to give you. It's called a PIB, so it's a product introductory bonus. So for introducing Mary Bell and Nicholas to the products, they're going to give you $110. But if you do it in a week, they're going to double that to $220 each, you guys. Like, that's nuts. And not only that, you're going to move from a place of just a product user, which we call an associate, to a level called consultant. And they're going to say, you guys are so good. Karen, you did so good for sharing this. We're going to give you a $50 bonus because you stepped out on a limb and you got the courage enough to share this with 2 of your friends because you were so excited. Now, if Nicholas can't afford his pack either, and Mary Bell also can't afford it, or she says, like, I want to make a car payment and I think this would be really awesome because I see the business opportunity. When you help your 2 friends get paid or pay off their pack, you're going to make another $100 each. Now, this is the 2nd rank advancement, and it's called Crystal Manager if you're able to do it in 60 days or less. So when that happens, you're not only going to get $100 for helping Mary Bell and $100 for helping Nicholas, you're also going to make a bonus of $250. And that is exciting. That is big money, you guys. If you add all that up, that is $440 for just helping your 2 friends get started on something that is going to change their health and wellness for the rest of their life. Then you're going to get the $50 bonus, so we're up to $490. plus $200 for helping your 2 friends get paid. That's $690 with a bonus of $250. So what are we at? $690 plus 7, 8. It's like, what is that? 1,040? Is that right? Thumbs up, Karen. So this is really exciting because on the screen here, it gives you the amount for American dollars. But I want to put it into perspective for everyone on the call that's calling in from Canada. So just think of what you could do just by helping your 2 friends pay for a pack that they are so excited to get started on. You're going to make $1,040. Who is excited about making $1,040? Like, how easy and exciting is that, you guys? Like, yes. So I'm so excited that you guys were able to jump on the call tonight. I'm so excited that Becky, that you're here, and Suki and Bree, you're calling in from Canada. Hi, girl. Aston's on the call. Chelsea's on the call. Karen, you're here. And David, thank you so much for sharing. Like, I'm so excited about what the opportunities can be for somebody who wants to change their life. For me, I didn't have an option. I was in Thailand, flying into Australia. I had no visa to work. I was up against the wall. And if I didn't do this system, I had no other option. Otherwise, I would be working illegally. And as a missionary, that just doesn't sit right with me. You can't go around telling everybody about the love of God, but breaking the law in the background, right? Just doesn't sit well. So I was so excited when Aston said to me, not only can I get my pack paid for in my first week of starting these products, but that I could actually make a paycheck. And so far, I have traveled all across Australia, there and back twice across the country for yeah, girl, hey, Aston, for 3 months, and then gone over to New Zealand. I've been here a month. I'm sitting on the farm of the person who got Aston started, and this is just so exciting. Like, you know, there's endless opportunities with this business, whether you want to travel, maybe you want to get some friends involved, or maybe you want a new car. Maybe you're like, I'm going to school and I don't want to have to work while I'm at school at some crappy job. Like, whatever your why is, like, think about that. And the possibilities are endless. There's no cap to that. You share, they share. You can repeat it as many times as you want to, you guys. And the lady that I'm staying with, you know, just to put this into perspective, she has quit a 6-figure income as a top-level accountant working for Deloitte to be able to join Isagenix, and now is making over 7 figures, you guys. And I know that might be so hard for you to even like understand. Like, for me, when I first heard that, I was like, okay, I don't even know what 7 figures means. Like, that was the lifestyle I came from, because, you know, I was always living paycheck to paycheck. But literally, I have been able to be blessed with meeting some of the top leaders in this company just in 4 short months. And it's just been so incredible. I'm just going to read some of your comments here. It says, okay, so Aston had a really good question for you, David. And it was, what is the best time to use the products for muscle building? Are you able to answer that question? So she's probably wondering about like when to take the shakes for like putting on muscle, because that's something that she's after. So Aston, you can unmute your line if you want, hon, and you can talk to David directly.
I touched on it there a little bit, but basically that 3-hour window after your workout, you could have a shake at, say, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, or you could have a shake at 7. You could have a 400 to 600 calorie meal at 8, and another shake at 9, and you can ingest way more protein during that 3-hour window because your receptors are way more sensitive because everything has been depleted. So that is the best time to gain muscle. Just like eat as much as you want after that window. It's only gonna do you good, and it's the only time that you can do something like that. I used to take advantage of it all the time. I'd have like 42 grams of protein in my protein shake. Sometimes it's close to 50. What do we have? 24 plus 18. So it's an ideal time to increase your protein nutritional value.
Oh, she's just muted. Hold on, I'll unmute you, hun. There we go. Hey.
Hey, thanks, Jane. What I've been doing is I've been taking the nitro and then racing home after my workout and making sure that I get the Recover mixed in with some Isopro within 20 minutes, because somebody told me that 20 minutes is like that peak time. But the thing is that I really don't like the flavor of the Recover mixed with the Isopro. I love both of the products. It mixed together is like, but I'm doing it because I really want the I want the muscle, like I want the gains. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there was like, if you had like a different ratio. I heard you say that you actually take the Recover through your workout. I have the Hydrate throughout my workout, but I'm happy to have the Recover. I don't know, like I'm still playing around with this stuff because like Trina said, I came from exhausted on the couch, about to die, mother of a 1-year-old, and then lost all my baby weight. And now I'm like, whoa, I want to like build muscles. So I'm kind of new to like all this timing stuff.
Yeah, the Hydrate's great just to replace your electrolytes, but yeah, I like the Recover like throughout my workout. And if you don't like them mixed together, that's a perfect time to take it. And then just add Isopro to your post-workout shake. And whoever told you like 20 minutes after is exactly right. You want to have that shake. You want to ingest it within that 30-minute window.
Okay.
Cool.
It's an ideal time to do it. If not, your body starts looking for other sources it'll start eating away your muscles. You go into that kind of catabolic state.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I have 1.5 scoops of the Isopro, and then because I don't want to fill up with like a meal replacement shake, because I have 2 shakes and the Isopro, and then another meal. So I'm eating like 5 big meals a day. Well, 5 meals, 2 shakes. So
perfect. We're designed to eat little and often. It's a perfect thing to do. Yeah, keep protein to your system all day if you want to gain a little bit of weight. Every 3 hours, a bit of protein. And carry your Recover around with you. And if you're short on a meal or something, just down some of that. It's the BCAAs that are important. That's what you need.
Cool. That's awesome. Does anybody have any more questions before we all end the call tonight? If you're a little bit shy and you don't want to unmute your line, you're welcome to type it in the message box at the bottom. But we're all friends here, and everyone's really warm and welcoming. So you can definitely unmute your line if you would like to ask any questions or have any questions about how we get paid or anything like that. So,
Trina, I'd like to mention Suki's going to be in New Zealand on the 18th.
What? Really?
Yeah. She's in LA on her way to Australia right now.
Oh my gosh, Suki, girl, look me up. I will get David to add. He's friends with me on Facebook, so create a friend thing between me and you on Facebook. And girl, we've got places for you to stay here. We would love to just get you set up. So that's awesome. So cool to have you on the call. Yeah, absolutely. We're like a big family. We call ourselves the ISA family, eh, Bree? Yeah, so this is so cool. I'm excited to meet you, girl. And if you want, David, you can put us in a 3-way chat and I can help with them.
Yeah, I'll do it on Messenger.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Guys, okay, let's smile and can we get Becky Lee and Dee Sexton to turn your cameras on for a picture for the call? Anybody keen to do that? If you're not, I get it, but it's really nice when we can see your face. Okay, well, either way, we're going to do a little FaceTime picture. So everybody smile. Thanks for jumping on the call tonight. 1, 2, 3, Isagenix! Awesome, guys. Okay, have a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
Good. All right, see you later, everybody.